Well, that's kind of an interesting find. It's what looks to be a toothpaste tube. So, yeah, okay. Well, hopefully we'll get a date off that of some kind somewhere. Don't know. Have a look at that later. Moving on. Well, I've definitely stumbled across an area where they're dumping things. Yeah. Green bottle. That would have been the base, I guess, of that one. No date. It's thick glass though, so it's fairly old. And there's more. Did I see something shiny? Yes, more broken glass. Another base of a bottle. SR 34. So 1934. So this is definitely wartime stuff. Now that means, oh yeah, okay, there's all sorts of things here. There's old iron here. Is a brick. Okay, more pieces of glass. Yeah, I'll go through the area, see if I can find anything complete, guys, and I'll get back to you. Alright, I'm in another interesting area. The same spot, just a different part. Look at that. It's lying on the surface. Decent tang on it. You could probably take that home, clean it up, and reuse it. I'm not sure if I can take that today, but I'll try to remember that. And then I noticed that there were all sorts of weird and wonderful things here. That's just a bracket. It would have been holding a shelf up on something. And then I saw something else. Oh, what's that? Well, it's got some nice decoration on it, but I don't actually know what that is. There's a mechanism in it, so that's heavy, really heavy. Don't know what that would have been. Any of you guys know? Man, it's a nice looking piece. And put that by this tree. There's something down in this hole here that I've started to dig, but it's huge, whatever it is. So I don't know. I'll come back to you in a bit, guys, if I can get this out. Well, that took some doing, but I got it. Although I've absolutely no idea what it is. And if Major Carnix, if you're out there, if you recognize this, give me a shout if you're watching. I don't know if it's a step off something. It's got strange markings on the bottom of it, but it's clear to me that it would have been that way round, but I have no idea what that is. That's far too heavy for me to take today. Looks like I'm gonna have to come back when I'm better prepared. But I'll keep looking around, see if there's anything else interesting to show you. Moving on. Okay, now I'm fully into the area of the dump pit that I was talking to you about. And look at this, overload signals everywhere. It's going to take me a while to sort through all this. But I'm going to shut my detector off for a moment, because there's a couple of interesting bits here I can see on the surface. Oh, that's quite an old one. That's a shame that's broken. It's got that beautiful shape to it there. Yeah, I can't see the bottom to it. That's a real shame. Let's see if I can see anything else lying around here. I thought I caught the glimpse of another bottle here somewhere, but that's just another piece of iron. Yeah, you know, your eyes can play tricks on you sometimes, and you think you're seeing things when you're not. But I did see something over here, and you might be able to see that coloration too, just down in here. Okay, and some various bits and pieces, iron pieces. Yeah, can't see anything else obvious right now, but I'll come back to you in a bit, guys. And just by this tree, my first unfired live round. Yeah, it looks like Lebel ammunition, but I can't see the details on it. It's got Roman numerals V11. Can't see properly. Okay, anything else? Yes, there is. Okay, there's another one. But that's a iron tipped one. You know, at the end of the war they were running out, the Germans were running out of good material. Yeah, 44. Star with an, no sorry, S with a star, 4, 44, and this very strange lettering. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's Russian, but I don't think so. Don't know, but I mean, the Germans were using any kind of ammunition they could get their hands on at the end of the war. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's an unfired pistol round. Let's have a look, see if I can get anything off it. .9mm B something E. Oh, it's an English one. The B with an arrowhead, E. 45, it looks like. Okay. 45 or 43? 43 would make more sense. Sorry guys to keep you waiting. 43. This is a 43. But that's it looks like it's got some green coloring on the end of it. Okay. Anything else? No. Just those three. Well, that's an interesting collection. Unfortunately, it's probably a metal detectorist who's left them there, because you can't take live rounds here. So I'm going to put them back. But that was interesting. Okay, moving on. That's what I mean by how I know I'm in a war zone, because of this. Let's take you for a walk through here. Unfortunately, I don't have my torch with me. As I said, yeah. There's plastic, that's a fire lighter. Okay, ooh, squishy. I doubt you can see much in there. Look how big, there must have been a huge door on here. And then we've lost the light. I'm sorry about that, guys, because there is a hole in the ground in this part of the bunker, just to the right here. There was a metal covering over it. And there's parts of a dead rabbit there, so there's a fox or something being used in this space. Part of a furnace there, and I can see the decoration on it. Yeah, wow. You can see the huge iron rings and the metal. I don't know what that would have been used for. But there is actually a dugout section in there where there's a metal grate that was broken, covering, and they've started to dig out all the gravel that's in there, and you can see that then there's a tunnel that runs underneath this bunker going out that way, but it's totally filled up. Somebody's obviously started to dig it out and gave up, but perhaps it's worth having explored one day if you guys are interested. Anyway, see you in a bit. Well, that's kind of hard to miss. I don't know what would be inside that cable. There's a thicker cable here, and that's got some weight to it. It's iron. Let's see how rusty that thing is. Now what would be in the center of it though, and it's running off. Oh, it ends over there, so it's just a piece of cabling which they probably ripped out of the bunker at some point. Okay, moving on. Well, just came across that second piece of this I found now, and as you can see, it's quite easy to bend. So from what I can work out, I thought it might have some cables in it, but it doesn't seem to. So this is a lead pipe. Yeah, not so clever if they were using this for drinking water, but hey, needs must, I guess. Moving on. Just as a little extra to this video, this is one of the pillboxes that the Germans built a lot of them. They're very well camouflaged most of the time. Yeah, they would have had a gun emplacement on this side. The entrance, I think, is just on the other side. It's quite tight for the person who's in there, but you can stand up in it, and then you have the gun that you can traverse from side to side. And this was to protect, there's a roadway here, and there's a few of these running along this roadway. They built them to stop the French and the Americans coming through here. Could you argue that it worked? Well, yes and no. The only thing that happened here, from what I can work out, is that the Americans drove through on another road, they realized that there was a load of Germans here in this area, so they then drove on another road on the other side of here, and they managed to get out, and they didn't actually come through here according to history. However, in this woodland I found American food rations, and I found British bullets. So history isn't always correct with what it says. So yeah, you've just got to ignore it, go and have a look. Just try random areas and see what you find. Don't believe everything you read in the history books. Moving on.